Get good. I am the Gamer Under Development, and we are back in Old World in the beautiful city of Roma. We are Good the Surveyor, the leader of the Roman people in a newly founded war against Carthage. However, it does look like the barbarians, the Gauls, would like peace. Now, we've had a long-running peace with the Gauls. I don't think this is a bad idea for us to continue that, so we're going to go ahead and make peace with them. I honestly didn't want the war. I apparently didn't read close enough on that last selection. So here we can see Carthage is actually attacking our new city, Iridium. I cannot move these units closer at this time. However, what we can do is we can start sending other units over that direction. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and add a general to this army, and it looks like our queen consort is a solid general herself. Yeah, she seems pretty good. We're going to go ahead and choose her. That makes her an excellent leader. Unfortunately, we will not be able to move her now that we assigned her. That's okay. We come up here, we check out Capua. They're all right. We can't really do anything with them. We can heal here, so we're going to do that. That'll get us an extra 5 health there. We can start sending these spearmen down, and that's not a bad idea just to kind of chase this chariot off here. I don't know if we'll actually like win an engagement with them, but we can start heading that direction. We also have some units over here that I think we could move in. No, I guess not. I don't think we have enough orders for that at the moment. All right. So we need to choose production for our new city. This is the new Julius seat that we have founded. I guess it's not the seat of the Julius, that's the first city they get, but it is the Julius city that we just founded, Capua. So we could start out with a forum. They're recommending either a forum for additional civics or a worker here. Now, a worker isn't a bad idea. However, we want at least one Julius family spearman here to hold the territory and reduce the development of discontent. So I'm actually going to start with that, after which I think we will go ahead and build that worker. That will also allow us to move this unit next turn and start bringing them down here to fight with Carthage if that's what it's going to take. I'm not really wanting to go all that far out with that, but if we have to, we have to. A group of talented commoners has been brought before the court to be recognized for their achievement. With a small investment, we may offer one person the chance to be raised to the status of nobility. Whom shall we choose, the infantry captain or the gem trader? We actually don't have the money to do either of these, but we have resources so we can sell them. I'm gonna go up here and sell some food because that seems to be the thing we have the biggest surplus of. We know we need to get to about 800 gold or money, whatever the technical term is, before we go for this great achiever's quest. So we can choose to have an infantry captain join us, which would essentially add to our current war effort, or a great merchant join our court. Now, I don't think we've actually had a great merchant before, so I want to go with that. I know it probably would have made more sense to go with the soldier in this instance, but I think we have enough armies that we'll be able to press off whatever attack Carthage brings. I can't say for sure. Obviously, this is the first war that we've been involved in, so this should be very interesting to see it develop. Heir education. So we did just get a new tutor when we picked that great merchant, so I think what we'll do is we'll send this heir to be educated in commerce in the hopes that she will pick up from our new tutor. Seems decent. We can end our year here. And let's see what happens next. Oh, look at that. See, Carthage is already retreating, guys. Look at that. We didn't even get our armies over there, and they're like, nah, we're good. You are now the learned. What did I get that from? Cognomen the Learned. Text discovered 5 times 50 equals 250. Oh, so because we completed a tech, we got the Learned as a new cognomen. That's interesting. So we need to choose a city. Do we not have a governor for Roma already? I thought we had a governor here. Oh, we didn't, but we can now. So if we need to select a governor here... Ooh, Valeria the Merchant could be fun. She would give us additional money income by 56%, it seems. She is inspiring, which means she increases the culture level. That was English, guys. Culture level. She'll gain plus 2 XP per year. I swear that was English. Livia Valeria the Younger would actually reduce our money income but increase our civics output. But she'd also reduce our civics output because she's careless. So I'm not super fond of that one. And Valeria Romana would give us 2 extra orders per year, but she would minus our money income by 3. I'm not opposed to any of these, to be honest. Like, I'm actually pretty fond of this one, primarily because we'll get additional orders, and orders are very powerful. But I also feel like the culture granted by Altia Valeria, not to mention the actual, like, stat increase of the 56% additional money, is a really good option. I would consider putting her in control of the new Julius seat that we founded, because that's going to be like a big money city for us, I think. But in this instance, it just doesn't make sense because she would be from a different family, and I assume that that would add to their discontent. So I'm going to go ahead and do Attia Valeria the Merchant as the new governor of Roma. Seems good. We do need to choose production in Antium. So Antium's done kind of all the things we needed them to do. We could do a festival here to lower the level of discontent, and I don't think that's necessarily a bad idea, but I think we get more value out of making specialists here due to Antium's bonuses. So we could go for a rancher specialization here, which will give us a little more growth, a little more food, and a little bit more science. If we look over here at this farm, we get a little bit, actually we get more growth from the farm than we do from the rancher. If we make a stone cutter, we get a little bit of stone, civics, and research. And then over here at this farm, we will get roughly less than we would get from the rancher. So right now, my leaning is pretty heavily towards this farm right here, where we'll get 1.5 growth, plus 7 food, plus 2 research every year. I like that a lot. So we're gonna go with that. And we'll go ahead and set a second one into the queue, and I don't know where we're gonna put that one just yet. That's definitely an option, but I feel like this one's going to be a much better option because we actually gain a few more food from that, or not even a few more, just a few fragments more of food from that. The other option is to get more stone and civics, but over here we could actually get more money. That being said, we're pretty solid on everything. Like our lowest research is, or resource is actually research and training, both of which come from here, so I think we'll do that one actually. Okay. Oh, that's already got a specialist. What? I'm over here trying to add a specialist on top of a specialist, guys. So instead, what I'll do is I'll go ahead and make the rancher next. I think that's going to be the way that we go. Do we not actually have any civics income from Antium? I don't think we do. So in theory, this is also not a bad option right here, but we do already have one of these stonecutter guys, so... No, I think we'll just go here. We'll just focus on growth. I do think that since they're better at training specialists, focusing on citizen growth is actually the best thing we can do here. So that seems good to me. Decision no longer valid. Okay. Choose research. So they are recommending that we take the metaphysics here, which will give us the Archive 1, which produces additional research. That would help with some of our research deficits. However, the other option here is the chariot. This will just give us a chariot in 2 years. I'm not actually opposed to that. Barracks, I'm not opposed to either. War elephants and groves. Okay, I'm just gonna say war elephant. War elephant. How cool is that? I think I'm actually gonna go here because this will allow us to gather our incense and stuff. And it enables gardener, whatever that is. This is gonna take the longest amount of time though. And this is a free chariot. Like, I feel like maybe this is just better. I'm gonna do that because we're at war, and then maybe on the next one we'll get lucky, we'll pull land consolidation again, because I would like to get that so we can start gathering our incense. So we do have some units loosely moving around here, but loosely moving units aren't as important to me right now as getting military forces where they need to go. So we're gonna send this unit down here to protect Iridium. When Iridium makes their spearmen in 4 years, we're gonna send that spearman up here to Antium and go ahead and park them up there. 1 second, folks. I have something dinging in the background that shouldn't be dinging. Sorry. Okay, that's fixed. My bad, everybody. My bad. Alright, so back to what we were doing. We have some more military forces that we kind of want to move down this way. We can see the chariot is just kind of hanging out down here. They don't really seem to be engaging, so I think what we'll do is we'll start moving forces to reinforce anyway. Like, it's not a bad idea for our units to kind of move in and begin to reinforce our southern border here. It does mean that we're giving up a little bit of stability because we are moving these military units away from the places where they're meant to create, you know, more stability and reduce the discontent. So what we may want to do here is just go ahead and build more spearmen. We'll do one there. How's this unit doing? We can move them and then heal them. I think that's probably the best bet. So I'm going to bring them like right here so that they are within our own territory, and thus we can heal them for a little bit extra, I assume. I could be wrong about that, to be 100% honest. We have a spearman building here, which is fine. Basically, every city should either be working on a spearman or an improvement, depending on their discontent. The level 1 discontent here is problematic, but it is what it is, and we will deal with it in time, I suspect. Okay, so everybody seems to be on their way down here to our southern border. Is that from Carthage? It's not. Okay, I was gonna say, we're gonna slaughter that scout if it's from Carthage. Like, y'all want to go to war, we'll go to war. I do feel like we kind of need a road connecting Antium and Iridium now, because I think our travel between the two would have been much faster if we'd had that. So I may work on that as well. We do have a scout moving here. We're gonna go ahead and just uncover some more of the map. Just a little bit more. Okay, so we've revealed all this area. Wow, there's a whole bunch of incense, it looks like, over by this Gaul city, along with, wow, this is just it's on a river, too. That would just be a nice place to locate a city, if I'm being honest. But the Gauls are our allies. We have no interest in fighting with them just yet. Okay, ending the year. Oh, here they come, guys. Here they come. They're marching. Oh, that's a slinger. They actually have a slinger that's shooting from range. How dare you? How dare you? Uh-oh, are they gonna massacre these units already? No way. Oh, that's very narrowly... Oh, wow. Okay, so they actually... wiped them out. Was that... our queen consort? What happens to her? Does she just get to be reassigned to a different army, or what? Wow, that was unreal. They just massacred them. Alright, so now things are getting a lot more interesting here. I guess we do attack here because we come out on top. After the horrors of the recent skirmish, Numerius the Learned appears to be suffering from a strange mental affliction. He will not speak, eat, or rise from his bed to confer with officers. Other soldiers are beginning to worry about their leader. He must lead the troops, becomes miserable. Wow, all cities minus 20% orders, minus 1 charisma. Send him to a temple for care, becomes incubated. I guess we have to do that now? That's kind of garbage. Alright. Can we re-add our queen as a general? Oh, look at this. Publius the Zealot leads the spearmen. His charisma would grant them additional defense strength, which is really good here. They would gain Zealot, which means they heal in neutral territory. That's actually really good. Immune to critical hit seems really strong. Fighting across rivers doesn't seem relevant here. This is actually kind of rough, to be honest. Invisible in trees. From hill, they get plus 25% damage. Is this considered both hill and trees, though? Like, that's... No, it's lush and flat. Lush and flat. That's a hill. That's a hill. So I'm not sure who we want to assign to this army at this point, to be honest. Heal in neutral territory. I want to pin this and read that. Does it say anything more? It doesn't. It just says they heal in neutral territory, which makes me think that they have the ability to heal in neutral territory, like not it passively heals them, which would be more useful if I'm being honest. So let's try this. I'm gonna add a general here. I'm gonna make it this Publius the Zealot guy. He seems fine. So we'll choose him to lead there, and then we'll go right here. And this already has a general. I thought we were taking my guy off of that army, though. I guess not. I guess that didn't end up happening. Okay, so we definitely want to send these spear people in. Oh, yes. Yes, 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 yes. Wreck those freaking sling guys. Get them. Get them. Cut them down. Cut them down like the dogs they are. Alright, here we go. Here we go, y'all. War has happened. There is no more peace in our empire. We can add a general here if we want to. I think we'll go ahead and add the queen consort. Like, I don't even care which armies get generals at this point. I just want generals on as many units as we can get. And I want people going in for the win, because they are really pushing hard on Beneventum. I said it right, guys, for the first time. Beneventum, without having to read the entire name or anything. Haha. At least I think that's right. I'm actually not going to check, because then I don't have to know. Let's go down here and see what we can uncover. Same with this. Just kind of extending our view range here a little bit with this scout. Okay, he's done now. Next unit, please. Yeah. You guys can come on down here into the forest where you'll be safe. What is this? Like, I'm curious why, if this is just like a really large mountain, then I still think it's worth knowing about, so I'm kind of moving towards that. Now that Drusilla Claudia has completed her study of commerce, how shall she contribute to the court? What role best suits Drusilla? No longer commerce student, she could become an orator, a powerful and influential politician. They can raise improvements, they can... All cities friendly, family plus 2 orders. Can serve as a governor or ambassador. -1 discipline, so we lose some money, but we gain a bunch of civics. Or she can become a schemer, which allows her to be a general or spy master. As a general, she'll be invisible in neutral trees. You can use legitimacy to buy orders, +2 orders per war, scouts always hidden. Ooh. So that's interesting too. Wow, alright, that's actually kind of tough. I mean, or is it? This just seems way better to me. Maybe I'm wrong. Like, maybe civics are a lot better than I understand, and I'm just not understanding how to use them properly. That's entirely possible. What is raise improvements? Upgrade and improvement to the next level. Oh, okay. Let's try that. Let's try that. That seems like a cool mechanic to play with. Alright. I think we're out of orders, so we are done for this year. This war with Carthage, it's not ending anytime soon, it seems. Like, when they backed off, I thought, okay, well, maybe this is just gonna be like a border skirmish and everything will be fine. But they're not really backing off here. They're pushing in real hard right now. Oh boy. That's not good. Okay, they're sending more armies. Your doctors and diviners have warned you that the end is near. Time to get your affair in order. Your cousin is no longer ill. Okay, but did she die? Because sometimes this game will do that. It'll be like, your cousin is no longer ill. Now she's dead. Haha. And you're just like, oh, that's not better, game. That's not better. So we can come over here if we want, and then maybe wreck up these slingers some more. We got them so low that, like, one hit and they're just gonna die. Like, they're not gonna last much longer. The question, though, is... Oh, we have our chariot. Using mounted units to finish off enemies is the way to go. Okay. Sounds good. Your nation has trained its first melee mounted unit. These units move quickly and have the ability to rout your enemies, allowing you an additional attack if the first one destroys a unit. Oh, hello. Hello, would you mind... Can you get there and kill this? Because if you can, then you can attack again, and that's awesome. Bye. Alright, so... Did they not kill them? Oh no, they did, they did. They can attack again, but there's nowhere for them to attack. It moved them into that hex. So it doesn't quite work the way I'd hoped, basically. That's what we discovered. With these guys, we've already attacked, so we can't do anything more with them. Are these ours? Oh, they actually are. So we could attack their chariot here, which does look like it'd be very, very favorable for us. But I also feel like we might gain more from, like, coming around and flanking these guys. I'm not sure how flanking actually affects combat in this game, though. So I don't want to hold my breath on that one. I think we pressure the chariot. Yeah, I think we keep pressuring the chariot there. I think that's the right answer. In fact, if we can, we might... No, we can't. Okay, I wanted to make sure we couldn't go in on him right there, because if we could, I would. Yeah. Kind of feeling like I wish I had not gotten into this war now, because this is not going great for us. Ostia still has a spearman we could send down if we need to. A spearman will finish here in 2 years. Beneventum is idle, which means that it should have finished a spearman then, right? Or did we already have the spearman? I don't know. I know we have a spearman here. I know that they're in zone of control right now. Oh, actually, we can see if there's a flanking bonus right here. Pleased versus infantry, family territory, general -1. No, there is not a flanking bonus here. So because there's not a flanking bonus, then what we're going to do is we're just going to move here and we're going to promote. And we're going to see if we can promote into something that will actually help us, like this. From trees, we get plus 25% damage. On defense, we get plus 15%. That's both really, really good here. I think we take the defense, since we expect them to be coming in on us the next turn, and we want to lower the amount of damage they can potentially do. If we look at Beneventum here, Festival 1 is completed. It did just take their discontent right below level 1, it seems. The problem is that because we had to move that spearman off, we actually lost the stability that it was providing that was lowering discontent. Okay. So yeah, we got that. The route didn't work quite the way we wanted to. The spearman does have an attack available, but I don't know that I want to use it because we may end up just losing more than we gain from it. I guess not. It does seem like it's worthwhile to do the attack here, so I think we... Oh, we already went ahead and promoted, so we can't. Okay. Lessons learned there. Lessons learned. Let's go to our next unit. We've got some scouts, but I want to make sure we don't have workers free first. Okay, so we've got our free chariot. We can research the composite bow, which will give us archers, which are pretty good, I would assume, for what we're doing right now, which is defending. I'm not opposed to that. There's also citizenship here, which will give us the courthouse, professional army, or volunteers. These are actually really, really strong in my opinion. Minus 25% train time for infantry units is a very powerful bonus from the professional army law. So I think I can see going for this one over the composite bow. Let's do that. Next unit. Jumpy, jumpy, jumpy. Okay, so we've got a worker here that is building a road to Capua just to speed up our ability to move between those two cities. Seems good, we'll keep doing that. We have another worker here. Are you building a road? What are you... Did you just build a lumber... Oh, I think he just built a lumber mill. Yeah. So now we have 2 lumber mills there. We're actually generating a little bit of wood, which is nice. We could come up here and do some stuff, but I think what we're going to do instead is actually... I don't necessarily need this in Roma as much as I need it up in Capua, so I think I'm going to send him up towards Capua right now. We'll spend 4 orders to move him up that way, that's fine. And actually, given his position, we could even add a road here. There we go. Okay, that's a good, efficient way to use him this turn. We've now got our worker here, who we may want to build a road between Antium and Iridium. That actually does seem like a decent idea, so I'm going to go ahead and add a road here. And then we have our worker right here. We don't need a road added because we should already have that. And I recall correctly that we can check down here with that. So there's our zone of control. There's our city connections. Okay, so yeah, we're building stronger city connections by building roads than we would have from rivers and stuff. I'm not sure how the strength of those connections actually works and affects things, but it is an interesting mechanic. So what else can we do with this guy? We could come over here, and they're recommending a lumber mill here next to our other lumber mill. I don't think that's necessarily a bad idea. Yeah, that seems okay, but I do want to check Beneventum and see what they're generating. They could use more food. So the reason we built a farm here is because there is a food issue in Beneventum. I don't want to move this guy out here because I don't know how it works when they attack like a worker with a military unit. That seems kind of dangerous. We could send him over here to build a harbor, though. I like that idea. Let's try that. I don't think we've done that yet. Why can't we do this? Requires coastal water, max 1 harbor per culture level. Culture level is 0 of 1, but that doesn't look right. We should have enough to do this. Is it just the culture level, then? Is that the... Oh, we're out of orders. We're out of orders. I can buy an order for 100 training, though. Interesting. I can't buy an order for coins yet. Alright, I'll do it. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna buy an order just because I want to get the harbor running right here. And honestly, I'm not sure what else we'll use that training for anyway. Okay. Okay, sorry about that, folks. The music just decided to go off in its own direction here. There we go. The game music in the past has actually caused the channel to get flagged for using copyrighted content. So I'm using a royalty-free playlist off Spotify, and I guess it just reached the bottom of the playlist and was like, hey, I'm just gonna go play whatever now. Which normally is fine, but when we're actually trying to prevent getting the video flagged, that's kind of a problem. How do we want to go here? So we go here, we do some damage, we maybe follow up with our chariot, or do we all just gang up on this maceman right here? I think that's actually better. We're gonna gang up on the maceman. We're gonna wreck these guys, and then hopefully rout them with our chariot. We didn't actually get to finish them. Go figure. How they survived is beyond me, but they did survive. They are surrounded, like it's a really bad situation for them anyways, so I'm not that worried about it, but it is kind of frustrating that they just survived that, like, yeah, whatever. Okay, so new spearman here soon, new spearman here soon, farmer here in 1 year. I think we might actually put another, well, I guess we won't. I guess we will not put another spearman in because we do not have enough wood unless we buy some, which is fine. I'm gonna put another spearman in queue, and I'm actually gonna, no, I don't want it moved up that far. There we go, that's how I want it. We are apparently at the end of an era, but before we go into that, really, I'm just going to keep building roads here to give us a strong connection between these two cities, which will be awesome once we start to gather the resources from right here, the pearls and things that we'll need nets for. That's not really a problem for us to get nets going over there, though. We've done plenty of that already. Did we just build an amphitheater there? Is that what that is? No, that's the Odeon, and that produces culture. So Ostia should now have some culture rolling in, which is kind of cool. I'm trying to remember where we actually see... oh, right here, right here. Okay, so we have some culture rolling in. It's 4 per turn. If we get up to 100, we will reach our next culture level, which I believe is developing. But I'm not 100% sure. I guess we'll find that out in a moment. We are currently training an apprentice acolyte here that is going to help us generate even more culture. And if we wanted to, we could put somebody in the Odeon here, which would be an apprentice poet, which would also get us more culture and more science. And I'm not opposed to that, but I do want to like see if we have growth as an option here as well. We could get some more iron depending on what our iron generation looks like, so that's 29.7. It still feels like maybe culture's a better option here, so I'm gonna go for this. And they still have a spearman protecting them, so we don't need to worry about building another spearman specifically for that site. It is the end of an era. We face a time of great conflict. With the death of Numerius the Learned of Rome stands at a crossroad. As the new king, Appius Claudius the New must lead us on the path to victory. Oh my gosh, do we have another child king? What is this all about? Oh, this is just... oh, wait, no. It's this guy. Okay. Okay, at least it's not a kid this time, you guys. At least it's not a kid this time. What killed me, though? I don't know what killed me. What killed him? We didn't even get any info about him being ill. He just died. He was just like, peace, I'm done, y'all. King Numerius the Learned has died. Doesn't tell me why, though. Like, what happened to him? Did he die in combat? I can't... no, he can't have died in combat because, like, none of our units died. Or maybe he died in I don't know. Maybe he just died. Maybe he just died and the game was like, yo, he's dead. He's dead. It's as simple as that. Oh boy, this is an event. Snake signs. The week before your coronation, a seer discovers a strange omen. 1 dead snake near the palace with 3 living baby snakes in nests nearby. Startled, he interprets this to mean that you must hold the ceremony in one of the family seats. Which city do you choose? We don't really have a choice, do we? Oh, because we don't have the money. Okay, so we could get some more resources to hold them in other seats. Let's see how our families are doing. Who's the worst off right now? It's probably the Julius seat. Okay, so for us to get the Julius seat going, we would need more iron, a lot more iron. Let's minimize this for a moment. Let's buy up some iron. Okay, I just broke the bank buying iron. So let's sell some food because we have a massive surplus of food. And then buy some more iron. Can I control buy it? No, I can't, but I would be able to get 100 if I did. Okay, let's do this. Bam. Bam, we're just gonna mass sell food, guys. We're mass selling food. Nobody asks questions, we're just doing the thing. Sell another 100, there we go. Buy us another, how much? There we go, that's as much as we need, I think. Okay, so now we can do the Julius seat, which will give us plus 30 culture in Beneventum, and will also increase their opinion of us by 40 for 20 years. Let's do that. There we go, we've shored up our least happy family. I'm okay with that. Holy War, oh boy. Your heir, the passionate Scribonia Claudia the Judge, gives a stirring, vicious speech to court. She has fallen in with fiery sects on the outskirts of the capital. These madmen have been urging war against the savage Gauls no matter what the cost. Scribonia demands action, but we worry that your legacy may be stained by such mania. No, you need to calm down. Okay, remove these sects discreetly. She'll become slighted, but we'll gain King Claudius the New +1 discipline, which gives us 8 more money. The heir is unfit for the throne. King Appius the New gets +1 wisdom. And she becomes excluded from succession. Interesting. I'm not opposed to that. And then the other one is it's true, the savages must be destroyed. No. Nope. Nope, nope, nope. We would gain Zealot. I'm not, there's no way. We're not turning on the Gauls. The Gauls have been like 100 with us the entire time. So the options are we either deal with this quietly, we gain some legitimacy, or we just say, you know what, lady, you're nuts, you're not allowed to have the throne because you cray, and it makes the Gauls happier with us, which I'm not opposed to either, but I think this is the best action right here, so we're just gonna remove the sex discreetly, and that will allow us to continue on. We had to choose a new ambition, control 30 specialists, control 4 courthouses, or enact vassalage, desired by Valerius. So vassalage is a law that will, minus 50% unit consumption. I'm not opposed to that, but I think that one of our families is very opposed to vassalage. Okay. I'm pretty sure that one of our families is, like, greatly opposed to vassalage, but I can't remember which one. Can I minimize this? There we go. Character tendencies, opinion preferences, legalism. Okay, so it's not them. The Valerius opinion preferences, they're happy with vassalage. And then the Claudius one is what? Thing, please. There we go. Opinion preferences. Centralization is minus 20 with them, which I think is the opposite of vassalage in the laws. I'm pretty sure we can check that if we come look at our laws. If it's vassalage versus centralization, we're currently on centralization, but everybody would actually prefer vassalage. Ooh, I do like centralization a lot though. So I think what we'll end up doing is we'll go for enact vassalage here because that's actually going to please 2 of the families. It'll please one and it'll like, it's the opposite of displeasing the other, so that's kind of the same thing. We will need 600 civics to make that change though. We're gaining about 45 per turn, so it shouldn't take us too long to do that. And now let's bounce around and see what units are loose. So we've got some workers that are loose all over the place, that's fine. We've already taken care of our military situation for the turn. Alright. Over here we can build an Odeon, which would allow us to generate some more of that wonderful, wonderful culture here, which we're generating 0 of. So that seems like a good deal. We were working on a road as well, though, to connect to Antium, so maybe we finish that first. I don't know, though. Getting this building on the Odeon would get us closer and closer to having this be developing, so I think we'll do that real quick. Like, I don't think it's going to hurt us that much to do that momentarily. Here we can build a hamlet, which I don't think is going to be a huge value to us, to be 100% honest. We didn't get land consolidation, so we can't collect this incense, which is rather unfortunate, because that would have been a nice bonus, I think. Maybe we start helping with the road here? Would that be a bad idea? I don't think so, especially since we have so many, like, roads right here. Let's do this. We'll have him start working the road. It's actually really nice how with the roads and the amount of movement orders you get and things, you can have your workers kind of work all over your empire. Like, they don't really get tied down to one place, which is super nice. That's something I feel like you don't see very often in other 4X games. Probably one of the things I've been most thankful for this entire time was that, just being able to more freely use my workers as I please, and not needing to have a certain number for each city kind of thing. So here, all right, did they kill them, or are they just hurt real bad? Uh-oh. So yeah, they just got up on our chariot, but our chariot can kill this. And then it supposedly roots, which means it can attack again, but I'm not seeing the option to attack again. It does look like it could potentially... No, it can't promote either. I'm not sure how that whole routing thing actually works, to be honest. Like, Supposedly we've been able to attack again, but maybe it's only if there's like another enemy unit adjacent to wherever they were when you killed them, which would make some sense. Like, I'm not disagreeing with the sense or logic behind that. Here, I would like to move them in one more, but that doesn't look like it's going to be an option. So I think we'll just either move in and heal, which seems like the best option, and then this one right here will also heal. We're just basically trying to be as defensive as possible. Here we do have a new spearman that is ready to defend their turf. We're going to go ahead and give them guard 1, because that's what they're here for. And then we also seem to have an opening here to build whatever we wish. Building a treasury is not a bad idea. Building a slinger isn't a terrible idea either. Repairs. Oh, that's right, the city's been damaged. Let's go ahead and repair it. That seems like a good thing for us to be doing here. We are running low on money here, so we will actually work on the treasury 2 as well when the time comes, or rather, when we have that opening. And then who else is left for us to deal with? An envoy from the Persians arrived at court and demands tribute to avoid war. Very well. They can have some science. I don't need a two-front war right now, that's fine. Colonization or serfdom. Nobles in the court insist that we clarify our stance on economic systems. Do we support policies of colonization abroad, which would allow us to buy tiles, and the upkeep is low training? What does low training mean? -1 training per city per year. Ouch, that's no fun. And then the other option is serfdom, which would give us plus 20% output on farms, but low civics. I'm actually more fond of serfdom here. The court will decide. That just opens the laws screen. I'm gonna go with serfdom, I think. Although we should check the opinion preferences. You guys have anything against serfdom? You do not. Do you guys have anything against serfdom? You do not. Do you have anything against game, please. Okay. Trying to get it to show me the things I want. There we go. Anything against serfdom doesn't really seem like it. Okay. So we're gonna go serfdom then. Seems like a good option. I'm gonna bounce over to our next unit, which is going to be our workers again. This should be the last connecting road needed. We can check that down here. Yay, okay, so that's connected now. This guy we're gonna have start building probably a farm for them, or even the Odeon here. I might actually just go straight for that Odeon. Although I probably should have sent him right there and started on that instead, the nets, but this is okay. The Odeon gets us closer to having those developing cities we need, so I'm fine with that. This worker here, we already had build a road. Oh, he can colonize this for them, which is interesting. So we're trying to connect to this road right here, so I think what we'll do is we'll come through here and build another road. Seems good. Hop over to our next unit. So we've got some scouts that are loose, and that's really all that's left that we can move. So we'll go ahead and do that. Hey, what's up, Egypt? You guys look like you're founding a city there, so I'm gonna buzz off now. I was just looking around. We have no beef. No beef. We're all good. Wow, he can move a lot. All right, lots of movement there. Oh, and we're out of orders. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and end the year here, and that's probably gonna be it for this one. I guess we will finish our war with Carthage on the next episode, because they are really hitting hard right now. Wow. They're going all in. Oh, I like how they slid around the side there instead of just coming straight at us, and here comes their general. Okay, so this is getting hairy for real. Woof, I guess we will figure out what happens on the next one. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed the show. If you did, make sure to go ahead and give us a like or subscribe to the channel, and we will see you next time. Bye!